Episode 27.
What fucking episode? 27?
27?
I think so. Probably.
We are the quarter century pod.
27 episodes. What do I got on my notes real quick? Yeah, that was Slayer again. We've been playing that a lot recently.
Dude, it's like the one song that we kind of have a decent little intro to.
We're not too bad at it. We're getting better at it, though.
I mean, it only took us 35 cuts.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes,
that's
brother.
real fucked up.
That was rough. That
No,
was a
whatever.
rough start today. That's all right. We'll get better.
Hey, you know what? We're still learning, okay? Hey, let us know what you guys think about Slayer, you know? Leave us some comments. Thank you for
If you
muting
say
that.
they're bad,
If you say they're bad, we're just going to ignore you.
yeah.
But-
I don't even know what to tell you. They're
Have you
so
ever
legendary.
had a wet dream about Tom Araya? And if so, tell us about it in the
I would like to hear. I would like to hear about that. Let's jump right into announcements. If you want to be on the show, hit us up. That's it. Also, shout out to the bands that played last weekend.
Yeah,
at
that was a
89th.
good show.
That was a great show.
That was a really good. Those guys killed it.
Yeah, I mean, super impressed. Take Rest, Prize System, Reckoning, Brimborn, and Dead Wizard. Dead Wizard, on a moment's notice, took the place of F6, and he did a great job.
He did fantastic, honestly.
All of them did great. Great sets from everybody. Really liked Brimborn.
They're about to have to pay 89th Street for fucking repairs, dude. They destroyed the roof. It's gone. All right?
I thought it was really good. It was a really good show. Hopefully, everybody who played September 14th, there was actually like 2 shows going on Saturday. Yeah. So hopefully those sets went well for everybody. Announcements for the rest of September. What's today? The 17th?
Something like that. Yeah.
September 19th at the VFW. Skin tickets sell. Agony, Inside You, and Polio. On the 21st, there is multiple shows. At 89th, there's FLORA, Nova, Dreamsickle, Lowlights, MONTE, and LETR. And also the Lost Lakes Lokal, featuring like 50, 60 bands. One of them being Oklahoma Blood. We're big fans of them. By the way, their new album's sounding great.
Oh, my gosh.
As usual.
Yeah, we've been listening to every song as it comes out, just on YouTube. But, my God, sounds amazing.
What else we got to finish up September? I got September 28th, the VFW 9265, Peeling Flesh, Snuffed on Sight, Corpse Pile, Two Piece, and Bashed In. And then September 30th at the venue, Illusions of Fate, YOTUMA, KEMPER, Temper, PRIMAL, HOMINID, and Paralytic, or Paralytic, depending on how you feel that day. Not sure. Ask them.
Yeah, they were at the show at 89th Street, and, man, they were
Who?
fucking good. Paralytic, weren't they?
No.
Oh,
You're
they
thinking
weren't.
of
Who?
Pariasis.
Pariasis.
Yeah,
Jeez,
Pariah
man.
System. I think
So
they're from
close.
Tulsa.
Who, by the way,
Pariasis was
gave
really
me
good.
a free like little 3-song EP,
What?
which was really cool. Yeah, I was on a disc and shit.
Pariah System?
Yeah, they gave me. I went there and bought a beer koozie, and
Yeah.
they gave me a fucking little a little EP tape. And I was
Fucking
like,
hooked
no
you up,
way.
dude.
I was like, holy shit, dude. I was like, I've never been given a CD in my life. That's badass.
I kind of
amazing.
miss that, though.
Oh, it's legit. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That used to be how you would hustle your fucking album. You'd go out there and like you get like a bunch of copies of it and just go fucking like. give
Now
it
you're
to
asking people to pull their phones out and shit. I mean, CDs are sick, dude.
Yeah, like go back to the Walkman days. Pull out your Walkman, fucking slap this bitch in there now.
Mixtape.
But when
Grab
you-
some dude that's jogging on the street, fucking rip the Walkman out of his hand, put your disc inside of it for him.
That'd be sick.
subject him. Also, I got a free
Guerrilla
t-shirt.
marketing.
I got a
Free
free
t-shirt?
t-shirt for Take Rest.
From
also.
Take Rest, yeah. That guy was intense.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Dude, I was
For a Hawaiian shirt guy,
It was sick.
intense,
Yeah,
dude.
Hawaiian shirt and a man bun, and then he just ripped that shit out of his hair and fucking went wild.
Those guys went fucking crazy.
He also almost knocked out Trojan in the pit
Yeah.
during
yeah,
the
dude.
show.
Hey, well, we didn't know who he was. He was just down there, and I was like, damn, this guy is going buck wild. And then he got on stage. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
That's
That
like
was
the best
fucking-
selling point, though. It's like you can almost get knocked out by a guy, and then like an hour later he's on stage. Like that's badass.
Remember me?
Yeah, literally.
that's
You know,
sick,
it's like
yeah.
it's that maniac. You know what I mean?
Other announcements. Well, we thought we were going to Wichita this weekend, and we're not.
Yeah, we had a show cancellation.
We had a show cancellation. Brujeria canceled this show due to severe medical issues, so I hope everybody's all right.
Absolutely.
Bummed out about the show, but I do hope everybody's all right. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah, for real.
Crowbar's still coming to Wichita November 23rd. December at Beer City, Black Flag and the Queers. I'm excited to see those guys just because they're so legendary, you know?
Yeah, it's like bucket list.
Yeah, it's kind of like if they show up, you kind of have to go just to, even if you're not into punk rock, like pay homage to where things started happening from. You
Credit
know?
where credit
In
is
20
due.
years,
It's
it's
big.
going to be something to say you went to a Black Flag show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it for announcements, I believe. Trying to think anything else. That's it for September. October's fucking heating up, dude. October's heating up. I'm getting a bunch of flyers from fucking everywhere here in Oklahoma City, here in the metro, and things are going to be nice in October. So
Yeah,
I'm
it's gonna
super
be cool.
stoked.
See how many shows we can get to. Hopefully, a lot. But we'll see.
See what we can get into.
Yeah.
It's always a good time.
Hit us up if you guys have like a crazy set, you know?
Yeah.
We'll come. We'll check it out, cover it, and give you big shout-outs.
Yeah, and I'll try to take some decent pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've
if you
been
guys-
trying that out.
If you haven't already, go check out our Facebook and see some of these pictures of these shows we've been going to. We're trying to post up all kinds of content for where we've been going. Just give big shout-outs to these bands because, my God, they're pretty good.
They were leaving it out there. They were leaving it all on the stage that night, and that was super impressive. Congrats to all of those guys, all those bands. And that's about it for announcements, boys. Unless anybody else has anything pressing, I don't think so. I don't have anything. Anybody? No?
I don't think so.
Nothing?
Don't think so.
We got shows covered for 2 months. I think
We got a lot.
we're doing our job as a news station.
Yeah.
You know what I
As a
mean?
news
Everybody's
station, my
informed.
As a metal news.
My colonoscopy bag is doing great.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great news.
Yeah,
No holes.
How's
No
the,
holes.
How's the set? How's the homies?
God.
We holding it down?
Hold it down.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, shit. Well, back to our regular programming. What have you been working on?
Oh, Lord.
I'm asking Nate first since he's to the left of me.
I've been rotated.
Yeah, we had some rotating doing.
A little bit.
Nothing gay.
I got fired. I mean.
Whatever,
No.
dog.
But I've been working on a lot of playing and singing. That's been my main fucking shit as of right now until we pick a new song of the month.
I get that.
I think so.
Singing and playing?
Yeah.
What have you been singing?
A lot of Misfits because it's really easy.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
Is that just sing? Is that singing or is that yelling?
Just like shit like that. It
Yeah.
don't- not a lot of it's not even words. You're just making noise.
A lot of O's. Huh?
Yeah.
I get
It's
it.
like every chorus. So that's as easy as I can get.
No
it.
new riffs, no new techniques.
Man, I'm trying to get that 3-finger pick down, but
Tell us about that. What's that for? What is it? What are you
so
talking
I can,
about?
it's pretty much so I can gallop because for the life of me, I can't really seem to. I just can't play the bass the same way because I've been trying to do what Heavy and Brain do on guitar, and it's just really, it hasn't worked out, and I'm always like a step or two behind. So Heavy recommended I pick up this little 3-finger flick to kind of, I guess, mimic a gallop, if you would.
I mean, if you break it down, like what a gallop is, it's really, really close to tremolo picking. You're just skipping one note. You're just skipping the fourth note every time. So instead of doing you're doing skip, skip. Yeah. So if you can do it with just 2 fingers, and obviously you have to build speed and everything. That's a way, but you also have like 4 fingers on your hand and a thumb. So to me that makes sense, but I'm not a bass player. Maybe I'm speaking heresy. I don't know.
I mean, it sounds good to me, man. It's better than wearing out my fucking wrist trying to keep
makes
up
the
with
sound.
you guys. Yeah.
Well, try the technique. Let's hear it.
Let's hear it.
All right, let's see.
Let's hear something.
I kind of had it going a bit last night.
Just start slow and then go fast.
Yeah. Hope you enjoyed that.
We love feedback here. We're huge feedback fans.
We're fucking live, dog.
Yeah,
Slow
not
it
great.
down a little bit. Split the notes apart a little bit more. You're like right there. You're right on the precipice
Yeah.
of it. Yeah, just
I can
make
do
sure.
it straight, like if I have my fingers straight up and down, I can kind of bring it in
Yeah.
as a claw and do it, but
Mhm.
actually rolling all 3 fingers is fucking... Mainly I just keep getting a cramp like right here in my fucking hand like last night because I was doing it
Right
for a
by
while
your
and
ring
I fucking
finger?
got
Yeah.
the claw going, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I get the same thing when I'm doing like practicing gallops and stuff. Like the top of my forearm starts to
yeah, you
seize
get
up
that,
a little
like-
bit. Yeah, yeah, and I just get less
Mhm.
and less accurate as time goes on.
Yeah, the faster
Yeah.
I try and pick, I feel that, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah. I think it's just time. It's a time thing.
there's some real endurance that you got to build,
Yeah.
especially for metal.
Which I feel like a lot of players don't give themselves any credit for. You know what I mean? If you've been playing for a while, you don't even think about it. You know what I mean? You just keep playing and playing and playing. When you get with someone who's new or doesn't play a lot, dude, they fucking like, they tap out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They're like, dude, my arm
fingers
hurts.
hurt. Yeah,
They're like, what? You know what I mean? Like,
that's like when
Yeah.
people say start on the acoustic. I'm like, sure,
That's such a
you'll get less
such a
practice
bad
time.
idea. It's
You'll-
so tough.
You'll flat out, you'll build your fingertips faster
Mm-hmm.
initially, but you'll get less practice time initially because you can't. It'll just cut you like flat out.
Yeah, it tends to just hurt more than anything. I mean, for just starting, like going to acoustic, I think starting on electric is definitely the way, right? Just because the strings are lighter, you don't have to use as much pressure.
Yeah.
But yeah, then the second you pick up
Also.
an acoustic, like if you play it for an hour, you got like scars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn.
also, you got glorious gain, which is like your best friend when you start out. You know, because you
Mhm.
just sit there and strum, and you're like, I'm fucking doing it.
Yeah,
you know
look
what
at
I
me.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
on the acoustic, you just sound like shit for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I hear that. Yeah, because gain kind of covers up some
You
little
can still play
poo-poos you
Smoke on
leave
the
around.
Water and be like, fucking metal. Just play that fast, and you're playing metal pretty much.
It'll
You know what I mean?
gain will cover up a lot. Have you ever like
Yeah.
been like, wow, I'm really good at this song, and then turn the gain off, and you're like, whoa, fuck.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
That's bad. Yeah, I
A
do that a
couple
lot.
times.
I've actually been doing that a lot this week. Realistically, yeah. So,
Turning the gain off just to hear it clean, or
yeah,
Yeah.
to see where the mistakes are.
yeah, I told you that's kind of what I was doing when
Yeah.
I was trying to learn anything new. I just try and do it with no effects.
It's a brutal look in the mirror.
One of y'all told me that not too long ago, just practice clean. That's what I've been trying to do, but
Yeah.
then I get when the gain turns on, I'm like, oh, fuck. You know what I mean?
No, I get it.
Or even like with an acoustic for a while, because I had a decent acoustic guitar. I would kind of play shit on that, and I was like, oh, that sounds cool. And I go down my electric, and I'm like, nah, not even close, you know?
There are things that work very well with distortion that
Yeah.
sound okay. So I'll just example
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now, right? So this is an open chord, right? It's an open G.
Unmute.
What's going on?
I don't know what happened.
Oh, the knob. I had the knob turned down. So that's an open chord, clean, sounds great. All right, so now I'm going to turn the gain on. It's not terrible, but it's not great.
Mm-hmm.
On the other end of the spectrum, here's a power chord. It's very flat. There's nothing a whole lot there. This is an A power chord. If you play an A chord, it sounds a lot better clean when you do the open chords.
Yeah.
But if you turn the gain on and play a power chord, you get a lot more sustain. You get a lot more. It's just solid with gain.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't really hold a lot of water without gain because it's only 2 strings or 3 if you add,
Why does that sound
There.
Nirvana-y?
It doesn't sound like a lot.
Yeah, it gives me Nirvana vibes. I don't know why.
It's a lot of power chords with them, I think.
Mhm.
That's true. They didn't use a whole lot of gain.
Yeah, I don't think they used a ton of gain, but there was a lot of power chording.
Yeah.
He had
It's a vibe, dog.
He had like the fuzz.
Weird,
That was like
yeah.
the fuzz pedals and stuff, didn't he?
Yeah.
what's that?
Maybe.
Not
Maybe a
the
little
fucking-
overdrive.
Not the Mustang, but the other one. The other Fender.
The twin reverb amp?
No, it's
Are we talking amps or what? What are we talking?
guitars.
Oh, not the Mustang. The Jazzmaster?
No, it's another
The
animal.
Telecaster.
Animal.
It's an animal?
Jaguar, they had a
Yeah,
Fender
yeah, yeah.
Jaguar.
Oh, with the switches on it?
Yes. I was thinking
Yeah,
cheetah.
I know we've seen one.
What are those for?
I don't know.
What are all those buttons for?
Dude, I don't fucking know,
I
but
want it though. I want to poke them.
I want to try one out just to
Yeah.
figure out what the fuck is going on with those
Yeah.
things.
But yeah, with a lot of Nirvana shit, I mean, it was just. They had a really good producer, also, who kind of understood their sound, because their first album is almost like this, like, hardcore. It's almost like borderline, like, metal-y sometimes. It's like a hardcore punk album, sort of. And then
Yeah.
after that, you get that more, like, you get all the really cool effect work and, like, you know.
I think a lot of those riffs were written to be kind of barren, but not in a bad way.
Yeah.
Like not in like a this is boring, but this is like stark almost.
Yeah.
Like just stark kind of bleach kind of you know what I'm talking about, where it's not really like wow, this is incredible. It's like no, we're going to bring you to a little bit of a wasteland kind of feeling almost, you know?
It's like I know what you mean. It's like a lot of like doom metals like that too, where it's like the actual riff work isn't like crazy impressive, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just the placement of it is really smart. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like if you've ever listened to Electric Wizard, that's probably like the like epitome of that. You know what I mean? It's like all tone and it's just feel. You know what I mean?
I
They're
get
really
that.
not doing anything crazy technical, but it's really cool.
I was showing Brain the other day. What's that band?
Sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep's bad.
Dope Smoker.
Yeah,
The
dude.
1 hour song.
Yeah, the whole album is fucking one track. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But
cool.
it's like that. It's just very long, lots of sustain, not a whole lot of riff work, but smart placement
Yeah.
to like bring out a certain like aspect, you know what I mean? Brain, what have you been working on over there, huh?
Dude.
What have you been working on?
Dude, I'm disappointed in myself with
Again?
the amount of not work I've done on guitar specifically. I have been working on things outside of guitar.
Yeah, we
Like-
do have some things that we have been working on.
Yeah, so we've been working on our pages, logos, stickers, cards, all kinds of stuff like
Yeah,
that.
you know.
So, yeah, all these bands and stuff that see us in person or anybody who comes on the show or anything like that, you get some neat, fun little swag stuff. 'Cause why
Yeah,
not?
we got to have that.
Gotta have
We
it.
got to have some cool
It's-
stuff.
I've been spending a lot of time working on that, and between that and life, it's a lot. So,
It gets in the way.
yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
I haven't picked up guitar as much as I wanted to. I only practiced maybe twice for 20 to 30 minutes, maybe, during the week.
Well, as long as you're still keeping it alive.
Yeah,
you know?
I picked it up. It's not like I didn't touch it.
You didn't forge ahead, but you didn't fall behind.
Nope.
Yeah, I feel that.
I get stuck in those ruts sometime.
I just get like, I don't want to start learning more new stuff. I do, but I don't. You know what I mean? Because I'm like still kind of like, there's shit that I don't know in other songs that's still bugging me.
Yeah.
So I get kind of stuck because I really do like learning new stuff, and it does make me objectively better, but it's not,
Yeah.
copyright. Good job. Good job.
Yeah.
Looking for something.
They're going to flag our fucking shit.
God damn it.
No, but I understand that. And what I was actually talking to somebody in the past week. Somebody asked me, they were like, so do you just pick like a hard song and just grind that one song every time you pick up a guitar? And I was like, no, that's a terrible idea. That makes guitar not fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of basics you got to dive into, really. you
And
know?
he said he picked like 2 or 3 songs to learn and with different ranges of difficulty. and also kept the songs that he had already learned alive.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a pretty solid, in my opinion. It's kind of what I do. You know, I try to keep the old songs alive. Songs that are not quite there, I haven't, really perfected. I still play those a lot.
Yeah.
But I kind of go through like a little procedure where it's like I'll do my little warm-up exercises, and then I'll play a song that I really know well a couple times, or a couple different songs that I know well, and then I'll play one or two of the songs that I haven't quite gotten like perfectly, and then I'll go for the real grunt work of, whatever hard song I'm working on. And that seems to work, because the worst thing that you can do to yourself when you're learning guitar or any instrument, in my opinion, is to make it like a workout, like a job that you have to go. Because for some reason, you just don't progress as fast as if you like something, So
I think every time I pick up the guitar, I tend to just pick random songs that I have heard throughout that day or whatever. I'll pick up the guitar and I'll start by trying like my little exercises, whatever. I'll play dumb scales or something, but I'll almost immediately move into something brand new that I've never attempted before.
yeah.
Just a random thing I like to do, but I feel like it keeps me moving, and then I'll get into the songs,
Yeah.
that I'm trying to work on. But yeah, I'll start almost immediately with brand new stuff that I've never attempted.
Really?
It's kind of fun, yeah.
Huh. I don't do that.
Keeps me really fresh.
I like to be nice and loose before I try to learn something new. That way I don't feel like I'm not like warmed up enough to actually pull something that I would normally pull off.
I don't look for tabs, and it's usually not even guitar music. It's usually like fucking anything.
Or you're just sounding it out and just hitting it.
Yeah, I just listen and try and find weird notes on a fretboard. I'll like just slam on the fretboard a few times, and I'll be like, oh, that note sounds like something that happened in this song, and then I'll poke around in that a little bit, and yeah.
That's not a bad way to learn, though.
It makes me feel more familiar with the fretboard by the time that I'm done with that, and then when I get into the stuff that I've been working on, it definitely helps a lot with that.
So you're not like trying to like rip the song. You're just like
I just find a little piece of it.
Exploring,
Yeah.
figuring things out here and there.
Yeah, something that I've heard throughout the day. Something that's really fresh in my brain. I'll hit a note and it'll just resonate in my brain. And I'll try and poke around in it a little bit, figure it out by myself. No tabs.
That's not a bad idea.
Mm-hmm. It's fun.
Yeah, I'm going to try that.
Why not?
Well, I'm really scared of learning some songs, especially if it's songs that I like. Because if I put it into the I want to play this song category, then you got to listen to it a lot. And you may not like it after that,
Oh, yeah.
So I'm pretty careful with it.
I'm staying away from any other Crowbar songs. I don't want to fuck it up. You know what
I was
mean?
thinking about To Build a Mountain, but...
Or even or fucking like Fixation, Embracing Emptiness.
Yeah.
I want to learn all that shit. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm like, no, I don't want to stink it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because then, like, once you learn it, it kind of, like, loses a tiny bit of the magic,
I remember for, like, maybe a week, I really wanted to learn how to do the, like, Lose Yourself, like the Eminem song riff. Like, yeah. And I listened to it, like, I went through it, like, 3 times with a dude, like, plucking on the bass and shit and doing it. I was like, I can't do this. I'm going to wind up hating this song. I can already tell.
Yeah, that's a horrible song to hate, too, because it's such a banger.
Well, it's just like listening to it on a loop. Like, you could torture people with that.
Oh, yeah, you put it in the gulag, dude.
Like, after the 5th, lose yourself. You know what I mean? You'd be like, God.
Yeah, for sure.
But, yeah.
So I've still been working on 2 weeks. Got some new developments. Did a little bit of grinding.
Let's hear it. What do you got?
So I think last episode I was talking about learning how to sweep pick.
Yeah.
And actually do sweeps, which is hard. It's very hard. I would say, off the top of my head, I don't know any technique that's harder because it's just so much going on at the same time. And like the level of control you have to have on your picking hand and your fretting hand to make it not sound like how I'm about to play, which is just inaccurate and just too many strings ringing at the same time, is high. Like that level is just high level shit, you know.
If you pull sweep picking out of your ass right now, I already warned you. The fucking podcast is over. We're killing it immediately.
I'm not gonna do that.
Burn this fucking house down.
Let me try though. I'll play the first part of the song too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just go. Jesus Christ.
This is the sweep for anyone listening.
I'm still impressed.
So that's how that went.
That's pretty cool.
See, you see what I mean? How like the G string was just like fucking ringing out the whole time?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
every time I went down to that, I wasn't muting it when I came back up. I haven't quite figured out the sensitivity level, because I feel like if I mute it too hard, I'm also muting the ones that I'm supposed to be playing. And then also like the fretwork there's a lot there. So yeah, that's how it's going.
It's a lot. Yeah.
2 more bars into the fucking solo.
2 bars at a time.
Yeah, Rome wasn't built in a day. But yeah, so that's how I'm doing. That's what I've been working on. It's fucking tough. Tough shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And because I've been focusing so much on that part, the normal parts of the song have kind of fell off now. Like my gallops have fallen off because I haven't been grinding them like I'm supposed to. But we've been busy, so that's what happens. It does not happen overnight. It takes a long time. Even the simplest riffs, like the one we play every intro, I've noticed something actually.
Uh-huh.
If I play it too many times, it gets fucking worse, dude.
Yeah.
Same.
gets
I get
fucking
my head
worse.
about it, and it's like normally it's like I'll do like last time we did it. I remember like not last time, but like 3 weeks ago we did it. And
Yeah.
I kept fucking it up. I was like, fuck it, let's just run it. I'll do it under pressure. You know what I mean? And I did it fucking perfectly that time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, if I keep playing it, I'm gonna get in my head about it. It's gonna become a problem. You know what I mean?
I think I don't think, because this, in my experience, is the longer and longer I play a certain section, the worse it gets. And then, like I've said this before on the podcast, but like 2 days later, it just magically appears. I'm like, how the fuck? Why didn't I do that at the end? Because you'd think you're sitting there and grinding and getting better and better with every rep, but it's almost like you just get tired almost. You know what I mean?
Well, I think the grind is only there to wear you all the way down. So you get wore completely down when you grind on something,
Yeah.
and you just need to put it down, take a rest, and when you come back to it, your body almost remembers like muscle memory
Yeah.
of being completely wore down through all that grind, and it's like it kind of comes more naturally the next time, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a bend
It's
until
like
you break.
there's something in your brain that
your
does
brain your brain and your body knew what the fuck to do. Essentially, you just couldn't get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For some reason, if you just don't have all the nerves worked up and everything, you're not sitting there like pushing and pushing and pushing it, and just like getting more like not frustrated. You know what I mean? But just kind of
Tuckered out. Yeah.
God, you know what I mean? Then it's different. You know what I mean? Your body's just like, I'm not really getting it. Your brain's like, I'm not getting anything out of this dude, you know?
Yeah, they're like, we're done, dude.
Yeah.
We're
No more
fucking over it.
dopamine for this, dog. You're not getting no more, dude.
Yeah.
Learn something else. We're bored.
I
you
wonder
know?
if any like if Harvard or anybody put those like electrodes on some like an instrumentalist's brain where they're attempting to learn something versus playing something they know. I wonder what the real smart people say about that.
I'd be curious to know.
Especially
Because it's a pathway, right? Like every riff is like a pathway you have to memorize in your brain, and then your body does it, right?
Yeah,
It's just like anything else, right? I assume.
I would think so.
I don't know if there is. I wish there was a way they could like measure like what specifically triggers your brain to like dump the feel good chemical or whatever to stuff.
Drugs.
But
Other than
Drugs.
drugs, of course. I liked music before I did drugs. Not as much.
Let's be honest, guys.
All right.
The people will know if you're lying.
I would love to see, like, okay, let's take a person that likes, like, Taylor Swift
Yeah.
and what gets, she gets the chemicals going, and then trace it back and see what else her brain really likes, you know what I mean? Or, like, if it's a dude, it could be like, why do you like Zach Bryan so much? Let's see what else you like, and let's see if there's any correlation between you and other people that like Zach Bryan or Taylor Swift.
Like you
Based
could be
on-
born with a Taylor Swift brain,
Yeah,
or
like
a
you
Cannibal
could be-
Corpse brain.
Like maybe like you're born to like a certain type of sound of things. Maybe it's like a ancestral memory genetic thing.
I don't know.
Like if you came from like Viking people, maybe you like more chanty shit. If you came
That's
from,
a valid point.
If you came from the Middle East, you like guitar shit because you hear that fucking guitar or whatever the fuck
The
they
sitar,
play.
yeah.
Maybe it's
Now,
just,
now, now.
I think that'd be cool to see.
I don't know.
first of all, Mongolian throat singing is fucking overpowered, dude. I love it.
That shit's cool as a motherfucker,
It's
dude.
really neat. Yeah,
I love it, but I get tired after
And
2
they
or
got
3
those
songs, though.
And they got those funky ass instruments.
I could pretty much listen to that like all day.
It's pretty calming.
Yeah, it is. In
Yeah.
a way, yeah. It's
kinda
really
just-
calming. It's
If I
kind
heard it on a mountain though,
of.
I would
Oh, dude.
shit my. I'd get out.
Fucking run.
Go
dude.
the other way.
Yeah, dude.
They're about to sacrifice your ass, dude.
Yeah.
Eat. They're about to eat you, dude.
You just hear like some freaky ass fiddle thing in the background.
You're like, oh boy. I guess this is how it fucking ends.
Yeah, dude. But yeah,
Fuck.
I think that'd be badass. I'd love to see if like it goes to like clothing and like what colors you like, shit like that. Because I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it because I'm very tied in musically. But
I don't think you are. It's like a cultural thing, right?
know what I
So
mean?
like where you are culturally kind of
Is
influences.
it born or bred? That's the question.
There's definitely
I
stuff
think it's
I
some of
like
both.
because of my parents. I think like I wouldn't like country music as much as I did if it wasn't for like my mom and stuff.
That's true. I grew up listening to country, so I like
Yeah.
country music.
Yeah, or like Creed. I remember thinking Creed was really hard when I was a little kid. I was like, fucking, I was
Some
like,
of their songs are pretty
I
tough.
was like, this is
though.
fucking hardcore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the
And
song
like,
What If?
Arms wide open.
Yeah.
You know the song "What If" though?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's a tough riff, dude. I like
Yeah.
that.
I'm thinking of Say I.
Play it right now.
Say is good. I don't know.
Dude, Creed
No,
is
just play it right
hard,
now.
bro. Creed
dude,
is hard.
Was it Tremonti? He's the guitarist.
Tremonti's the shit,
He's
dude.
a beast. He's a fucking beast.
You
I've
ever
been
try
listening-
to learn with arms wide open?
No, I haven't. I kind of want to,
Fucking,
honestly.
it's not easy.
I'll get it. Don't worry.
You'd like it
Yeah.
because
Like
it's a
tomorrow.
lot of that finger styly stuff that you like doing.
Yeah.
Saying
the
I like fingering?
arpeggios and
Is that what you're
stuff.
saying?
Yeah, dude. You love fingering people's butts.
That's what
Fucking
I do.
weirdo.
A little butt tickler.
Me and
That's
Heavy
what they call me.
Yeah, we gotta fucking be on the defense around fucking Brian. He'll
Yeah,
try
if-
to tickle your asshole.
If you see me at a show, don't bend over.
He's got 19-inch fingers, and they worry me.
Don't headbang too hard. I might slip in.
That's why they call me the brain, because I come in from the back and I'll tickle your brain.
Oh,
Call me brain because I'll put a lot of trauma in yours.
Oh, God.
I gotta
Anyway.
piss.
All right.
Piss
boy.
And we're back.
We took a group piss. It was nice.
Yep, all together. Cross streams even.
Yep.
Trump.
Was I fucking there?
Yeah.
Oh,
probably. You're
remember?
probably trying to tickle our butts.
That's what was
Fucking
I didn't
Trump.
cross the stream. I
Trump.
was behind y'all.
Oh, yeah. You're in the shower by the shower curtain just waiting. Waiting for a victim.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right.
Trump got shot.
Oh.
Yeah.
He might
Tell me about it, because I
Wait.
literally didn't see or read anything about it.
Really?
Nope.
Did you?
Yeah, dude.
Fucking Trump, dude. Some guy crawled up near the golf course with a rifle with a scope this time.
Getting crafty.
You know, it's crazy, though. They immediately started shooting at this guy. And I was like, yeah.
That must have been his team.
Yeah. They turned and they saw him. They just
God.
started shooting at him.
He's
Yeah.
he's got some serious guards, okay? He's got a lot of money. He could pay a lot of people.
We need to keep this fucking man inside, okay? He can't be on the golf course. He can't. He needs to make speeches inside where people can't shoot at him from roofs. Like,
Think he gives a fuck?
no.
You guys know who Gideon is?
Uh-uh.
Okay, so Gideon's this really popular streamer, and a long time ago he had the guy who tried to fucking whack Trump this weekend or whatever it was.
What?
He had that guy on his stream, not like as a guest. He was walking down the street and he was like, going up and talking to people and like fucking with them. And he goes up to that guy and he's talking like, hey man, you want to join something to like help take down this fucked up system? You know what I mean? And like he's sitting there, he's like talking about like, all this anti-system stuff and like we need to dismantle this shit,
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
dude. So
That's crazy.
he's got a history.
What
He's
about
definitely got a
gas
history.
stations, dude?
What about gas stations?
We need it. We need that. That's a part of the system that we need.
That is system.
Oh yeah.
What about the firemen? That could be an issue.
All right, like I'll hear you out on defund the police, but can we keep the damn fire
I'm
department?
not hearing you out on
I can't-
defund the police.
I can hear you out. But
No.
As soon as you start talking about no fire department, we got issues because no one can handle that.
Let me tell you something, dude.
I've been to L.A. since defund the police.
Have you?
Yeah.
How was it?
No.
I went to LA a long time ago.
I've been to there since defund the police. I've been pre and post. No.
I've only pre. I've only been there pre-fund the police.
Well, they took over a city block in Seattle.
Oh, Chad.
I was invited.
Yeah,
to
look
go
how
up
that
to-
worked out,
I was
dude.
invited to go up to San Francisco while I was there.
Tickle people's butts.
It's like absolutely not. Yeah,
Spread
that's
the
what I was
pain.
invited to do.
You're like, San Francisco, I don't know if I'm going to like it.
Lots of butts to tickle. You can go hide in a porta potty.
Feel the pain.
I don't
in
even think
his
you got to
brain.
hide out there. People would probably just ask you to tickle their butt.
Can
you know?
you tickle my butt a little bit, brain?
Like, this is what I live for.
Yeah, they pee on each other and stuff.
Jeez Louise.
I don't know.
But yeah, it's wicked. It's wicked. Maybe
He was on a live stream.
Yeah, he was. They had this guy a long time ago.
You got to talk into your mic, dog.
Why not?
Oh,
Well, I didn't want it to be like that. Okay.
Brain's the Nazi, the mic Nazi now. Mic control now.
Anyways, but yeah, this guy has a pretty. I mean, he's got a pretty clear history. I can get some people being suspicious about the last dude because it's a little planty.
Mm-hmm.
As
He was a bit of a
Yeah.
young kid,
with
you
my,
know.
conspiracy theory antennas wiggling. I could get how that's like a plant.
Yeah, I could.
Your
I kinda-
wiggler's got
yeah.
wiggling over there.
I kind of thought that.
Mr. fucking Tickler, I wouldn't worry about my brain, dude.
Tickler and the Wiggler.
I don't know, man. I agree. I think the first one was a little bit planty.
That's good. I want to see what we find out about that in a few years.
This
Yeah.
guy, I don't know.
Just seemed like
He
a
seemed pretty-
homegrown.
Pretty prepared, you know. Backpacks. He had some backpacks. He had a scoped rifle, 300 yards. That's well within anybody who knows what they're doing.
And he was an older guy, so it's probably like he knew it was like a full sin kind of.
Yeah, I knew it was over when he decided to
As soon as you get out of the car.
take on this mission.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Timothy?
Who?
Timothy?
What do you mean?
Timothy McVeigh?
Oh, what about him?
He was another one just
Let's
like
not
that,
get
dude.
started on that because that's a fucking rabbit hole in it.
It is. It's just
half,
it's
dude.
another guy just like him, you know.
He was planning it and actually
He planned it out,
knew what he was doing.
knew exactly what he was doing,
Yeah.
had the resources to do it,
For the same
and
reason.
knew it was a full send. For the
for the
it was a
exact
system,
same reason, yeah.
right? Take down the system. Same sort of situation ish. Obviously, slightly different here or there, little changes, but in a different approach. But yeah, I mean, these guys are just homegrown. They think about this a lot, and they plan it out for a long time.
What other information do you have on that guy?
That guy?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Like, what did he say? Was he like a QAnon guy or like what?
I wonder if we could play it.
We can't play it.
Okay.
We could not.
Yeah, he had that vibe. I mean, I think the QAnon people get thrown in. A lot of people who aren't QAnon, you know what I mean, who are really just anti this particular government get thrown into QAnon. QAnon's like people who were planning to help Trump forcefully. You know what I mean? When a lot of these people, they just really want to be done with the whole system. To
Those
them.
guys are the really dangerous ones.
They're the ones. That's like the Unabomber.
One guy's like, let's start over.
The,
You're like, oh,
the
fuck.
Unabomber was pretty much the same way. He's like, they don't give a fuck. They're here. They're all bad. You know what I mean? They're all stormtroopers to them. You know,
Yeah.
To quote Timothy McVeigh. But
Yeah.
He quoted that? That's fucking...
he is like
Dude,
all the
he
psycho,
knew,
dude.
he
It's like
knew
all
it was
the
a full send.
yeah.
He,
Yeah.
man, prepped for a long time.
I was actually hanging out downtown this weekend, and we walked by it, and yeah, I don't, people died,
Yeah.
I don't like the small chairs. That's the part where I'm like, you gotta die.
Yeah.
We gotta get rid of you.
Obviously took a wrong approach.
You
But
know.
But yeah, I think that's. I've seen fucking disaster cleanup photos from that. My grandpa did he did volunteer work picking up the rubble and shit. you
Wow.
know? Yeah, dude. I've seen
Brutal.
some pictures from that, dude. That is fucking hardcore.
Yeah.
So I can appreciate a guy who takes a direct approach. You know,
Goodness.
if you're gonna do it, at least make it you and the guy you're trying to take out. You know.
Are you saying you like
Jesus,
the guy
dude.
that tried to shoot Trump?
No, I'm saying if you're
saying he likes the fried
no,
kid,
I don't.
dude,
I
but-
don't want Secret Service dealing with me. You know, I don't want to be on a list. I'm
You're
not
gonna
saying
bust
that.
the door into his studio and fuck us up, dude.
Put shit on my hard drive.
They won't do that until we start live streaming. Then we'll get swatted.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
You gotta say into the microphone, I will not commit suicide.
I've
dude.
never felt suicidal, but anyways, yeah, no, I mean at least I don't know. I could get that's better than like just bombing the shit out of random people. I guess.
No, I
Yeah.
see what you're saying,
It's
man.
not terrorism at that point. It's,
Yeah, at least it's a direct target. Dude, if you had to pick one of two evils, okay, this is like the trolley on the tracks situation, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll pick assassination over terrorism.
Yeah, you either
Especially bombings.
flipped a switch to kill one person or flipped a switch and it kills 30 people. Like, you're still killing somebody.
What worries me about this whole Trump situation is the fallout of if he actually got popped. That's the part where I'm
Dude.
like, oh. You seen that movie? We're Americans. What kind? I don't want
Yeah,
that to happen
literally.
here.
Yeah.
I want everybody to hang out, play guitar.
Dude,
I want to go
you
to
know
metal
that,
shows.
you know that Trump has never had a drink of alcohol or smoked
Yeah, his
anything
brother
ever?
was like a raging alcoholic or
Yeah.
something, and he was like,
So wild.
Yeah, he also didn't know Epstein, but he's got like 100 pictures with the guy. I mean, that bullshit you haven't ever drank, dude. I've seen pictures of that dude from the 90s. He was on that sugar, bro.
He looked a little
fuck
lively.
alcohol, dude. Fuck alcohol if you're over there
You
doing
thought-
rails.
I don't know, man. According to him,
gotta buy
I'll just
more
believe.
shit.
I'll just believe things if people say it, And I mean, he does have the history in his family. Brother dead from alcoholism. I don't know.
Those rich,
Kind of wild, man.
those rich people are kind of lizards, though. They don't have anything. Nothing matters to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah.
They don't care. They don't know what a family is. You know what I mean? They're fucking. I mean, this is the truth, man. They're not humans. They're really
Oh, my
not, dude.
Speaking of bombings, you know Byron's Liquor here in Oklahoma City?
Did you
No.
bombed?
I got a crazy story about this place. So Byron's Liquor Store is one of the oldest in Oklahoma City. And I've heard of the name and I've seen it, there's a tower by the liquor store, like on the building, right?
Yeah.
That they got approved to put a machine gun in by the government. Because people kept bombing them.
Damn.
I
What?
shit you not. Yeah, the liquor store here in Oklahoma City.
Fucking Byron's has an iron dome.
Oh my
Let me
God.
open the link real quick, dude. It's fucking... Yeah, Oklahoma City, December 1964. After having his liquor store bombed twice within a month, Byron Gambulos... Oh, that's a last name that
You don't fuck with the Gambulos,
piques
dude.
my interest. Owner of Byron's Liquor Warehouse, Northwest 23rd and Broadway, built an armored crow's nest observation tower atop the store and staffed it around the clock with retired police officers armed with a federally registered machine gun.
Holy shit.
That's real.
Dude, that would be a job application to see on Indeed. Machine gun tower.
I'm fucking applying. I'm
Byron's
applying
liquor.
yesterday, dude. What the
Are
hell?
you sick of bombs? Are you an ex-cop?
Yeah. Do you have...
Do you like drinking? Come down to Byron's Liquor.
Did
We'll
you-
hook you up.
Did you do infantry? Apply.
Yeah, dude. Until one of the screws get knocked loose from one too many bottles of fucking liquor, and then he just starts mowing OKC down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
somebody...
dude.
Fuck. Yeah.
Fucking PTSD just kicked in absolutely the hardest.
Charlie's
Sees-
coming over the
sees
hill.
one person with a head wrap, just fucking loses it.
Fucking random flashlight beam comes across the
No,
building.
this
He
is
just
older.
lets
It's
loose.
gonna be one of those Vietnam cone hats. You know, the little cone hat made out of woven. Yeah, don't
Yeah.
wear those around Byron's. That guy
Those
might
are-
take you out.
For our foreign listeners, those have never been fashionable in this country.
I have one. I like it.
I have a really good picture with involving that hat.
I'm not gonna wear it around Byron's liquor store.
Or at the VFW.
Or yeah, yeah, oh yeah, I won't be wearing that in there. Oh shit,
That's crazy. That I want to know the context of the bombings. Like, were they trying to car bomb Byron? Like,
I don't. This is just a guess.
there's gotta be some.
Look at the last name.
Yeah, there's gotta be some mosh.
Yeah, that sounds like
Literally.
fuck. What was that ultra famous show, The Sopranos?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
We're gonna put a machine gun nest at the top of the liquor store. I'm tired of getting bombed. I'm
Yeah.
tired of it. I can't do it, Tony.
We're gonna hire the caps. We're gonna pay them off.
Oh my
We got
lord.
some Croatian guy out here.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Russian special forces.
So these people have two options: drink and be merry, or get gunned down in the streets.
Yeah.
Put that thing in the corner, brother. Jesus,
My bad.
in the corner. I don't want to see it snap its fucking headstock off or something wild.
For
I got some.
for our listeners, Nate keeps trying to throw his bass across the room practically every 4 seconds.
These guitar boys don't know what a real instrument can handle.
Maybe you need a V bass,
I do.
not a round bottom, like a V or one of those Schecters or something.
I want to
that-
get a Warlock, dude. That'd
Ooh
be
yeah,
fucking-
the Warlock is
That'd be
sick.
sick. If you ever seen the Huey Lewis and the News bassist, his fucking custom one, it's sweet, dude.
Really?
It's like a mix between like a metal looking bass and kind of like something Princey going on. But all the metals are fucking gold and it's like this like dark purple. Looks sweet, dude.
Oh shit,
Looks sweet.
I'm down with that. I'm down with that shit.
So I don't know if I talked about it last episode. I don't think I did. One of the songs I've been listening to, I think it's Mordox. I don't remember talking about that.
No, you haven't said shit about it to me.
Yeah. Well, I showed you the song. It's called, I think it's called Welcome to the Wild West or something like that. It's some like metal band or Wild West Massacre. Yeah, Mordox is the band.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, I'm pulling some like real inspiration in my brain out of that song, dude.
Really?
It's really good. Yeah, they play a harmonica in it to open.
Oh, that one.
and it's all covered up in gain and stuff. It sounds insane.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
I gotta check
yeah,
that
yeah.
out.
I'll play it for you after the pod.
Okay,
dude.
bet.
It's
Yeah.
it's impressive.
More dogs.
Yeah, a buddy of mine showed it to me, and Jesus, dude, I listen to that song almost daily.
No shit.
I like it a lot.
I'm gonna have to fucking
Yeah.
look at that. I haven't been listening to a whole lot. I'm really excited for Kublai Khan's new album in 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Super stoked about that because those guys just destroy. I don't know. I've just been really just kind of. I'm in one of those mindsets where whatever comes on the Spotify, I'll give it a listen.
I've been listening
You
to
know?
a lot of random stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so much out there now, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you can find a metal band that just splits fucking heads, and you'll have never heard of them.
They got like 5 followers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's wild. I listened to this band from Britain today that my buddy showed me. It was sick. I listened to this band from South Africa that was fucking insane.
South African rap goes hard.
Oh, like what was that movie?
Diane Ward.
Diane
Chappie.
Ward. Chappie, yeah, dude. They're crazy. They're weird.
Sleepy.
Yeah.
My
fucking
girlfriend
strange.
really fucking likes them.
I used to listen to them a lot.
My girlfriend really likes them. And some of the shit I'm like, I like some techno, so I'm like, all right, yeah.
Some of it's really cool, but what I really like is the music videos
Yeah, they're insane.
because they're just so weird.
Yeah.
You know, they're not like
That ninja dude, he's wild.
he's off the fucking chain.
Yeah.
But the videography in those music videos aren't like, it's not like horror movie like boo scary or like Cannibal Corpse like gory nasty ew. It's like
Just really abstract.
yeah, it's just like what the fuck is this? It's like South Africa's version of Tool almost. You know? You know, you remember the Tool music videos, the little claymations, and you're like,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
the
yeah,
fuck
yeah,
is
yeah.
that? What is that thing?
Oh, I watched that shit off acid, dude. That was heavy.
Oh my god!
That was heavy, dude.
Whoa.
Even
Just tripping nutsack, and you're like, I like to watch things die. You're just watching the video like,
I swear I seen like a YouTube short or something of a dude saying something just like that.
dude, I
Like
fucking,
what it was like in the 90s when Tool dropped a new music video on MTV, and it was like him tripping on acid and losing his mind.
dude,
Is it the same guy that make the Linkin Park videos?
No, it's not. It was a whole different guy. I know the guy you're talking about. 'Cause he's
he's
hilarious.
like, he's like, nee, 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 nee.
Yeah, he puts it in his like
But then
six.
he flies through the ceiling and shit, and he ascends to heaven. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck. Speaking of which, I know we talked about new Linkin Park last time.
God.
Did you guys give it a listen?
Yeah.
I can't say.
I don't have a whole lot of great stuff, dude.
I can't say that it's bad, but it's a cover.
They needed to make their own band.
It's a good.
They needed
cover.
to make a different.
I
band.
like the girl. Her last band.
Dead Sarah.
I listened to a couple of their songs and I was like, damn, this shit's fucking good as fuck.
She did really good in her last band. She honestly.
That money, man. That money.
If someone came up to me and said, "You want to be in Linkin Park?" I'd be like, "Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
definitely."
I don't know.
Regardless.
No, because you're gonna get fucking. You're gonna be hated for the rest of your life.
Oh, that is true.
You know what I mean? Because you're. It's one thing filling in for a guy that left. It's another
be-
one when the dude died.
Yeah, it'd be one thing if they were
By
like,
his
"Hey,
own
do you want to
hand.
fill in?"
Yeah. And everyone's like way past their prime, and you know what I mean. Like half the
Even
band
all right, listen,
doesn't
dude,
want anything to do with the project.
This may be controversial, but even the original, the rapper dude, even he is not the same.
Things are different now.
It's not the same.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm a huge Korn fan, but you know, things are different.
Things are different.
I like watching them live now when they play their old songs and stuff.
Yeah.
And even like fucking Limp Bizkit. I loved them. I love all their old songs, but you know, seeing them play now, I would go to their show for sure.
For under $100.
For under $100, you know, that's kind of my personal rule. But I mean, it's like it's just such a shadow of what they used to be, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just I don't know.
Speaking of shadows of what they used to be, you know, Poison's getting back together to do a tour.
Stop.
Yeah.
Just stop, dude. Just stop doing it.
The only song I know is "We're an American Band."
That's not them. That's the Grand Funk Railroad.
I don't even know what they're wanting
Are
to
you
charge
sure?
for these tickets.
Yeah, dude.
They didn't write that song. They
Um,
played it though, right?
I'm sure they have.
I'm looking this up right now because I might be lying. I don't know.
I don't know many
Say
Poison
no
songs.
to the money maybe like once. I don't know. Is that
Fuck, you're
is
right.
it that hard for these artists to do? Just stop. Like, you have millions of dollars. Quit making music for the radio, and just know when to call it a fucking day. I mean, in your personal self, if you're 70 years old and you're about to go out there and do a world tour and charge people $300, you're in the wrong. You know what I mean? You're ripping people off because you know you're not.
You know you're not the same.
Come on, dude. And
Yeah.
you know you can't really do it.
Dude, it says Poison and who you just said. Whose song is it?
I don't know.
Grand Funk Railroad. Fuck, dude. Nate with the history lesson again.
Big brain.
Fuck, you got me. But
It's the only thing I can remember.
Poison played it, and that's what I remember.
That's fair. That's
That-
fair.
that's not great for Poison, for me saying that. Sorry, Poison. It's not a different song? It's the same song? Come on, dude. Give me a loophole to jump out of here, dude. You're boxing me
I
in.
think it's just a cover. I think they covered Grand Funk Railroad. That would make sense. But yeah, I just that's what it comes off feeling like when you see these artists who are in, like, you know, later in their careers, and some of them are making really washed out songs that are obviously for radio play.
Mm-hmm.
Then you know, versus people who are later on their career, like Slayer, who don't do that, and you can tell. You know what I mean? It's just
Slayer's been doing the same shit since
Yeah.
they broke up.
And it's like
in the beginning.
Metallica can't understand that's all people fucking want. Just stop. Just fucking. You know what I mean? Just go. Quit doing all this extra shit.
I tell you right now, like, I love Metallica, but I don't want to hear Whiskey in a Jarro again. Because that's why I stopped listening to fucking
Yeah.
FM radio, dude.
I'm working up like a whole conspiracy about his voice.
What do you mean?
I'm like, I've had one cooking for a long time.
All right,
'cause
save it until
all
it's totally put together.
Okay.
Because that sounds interesting. But
I have a good one.
I mean, what was the Athena, the new song for them?
Yeah, I mean that whole album. It's just like
I don't know what it is. What is this?
it's just like
You got to take risks.
it's radio friendly master of puppets.
Yeah.
That's what
Oh
it.
my
That's what.
God.
That and Death Magnetic, they both sound like radio friendly master of puppets.
I think you got to take risks. I think that's when people are like, "Whoa." That's the thing. It's the risk.
Yeah,
Are you good? Are you cold?
a little bit.
You want me to fucking shut the vent?
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
that'd be
That's
cool. I'm
fine.
getting
Pause. All right. Temperature control issues solved.
Solved.
Risks. That's what we were talking about. Risks. Taking risks.
All right. So I think that I've obviously not been part of a band that exploded, made millions on millions, was able to buy all the drugs that they wanted and do whatever they wanted for years, and then deteriorate into what we know now.
Yeah.
I wasn't part of that, right? But you would think that as you fell out of your prime and people just wanted you to start making music that just was tailored to radio, you would think that maybe it's not exactly what you started the whole process for, and maybe you say no to that and find a different path, or you
Yeah, but the
help bring
money.
up other bands or whatever. Dude, there's got to be another way for these people to make that kind of money.
That's like when you were saying when Steven Tyler was like, "I'm doing country now." I was like, I
Sure.
respect that.
That's what he wants to do. Just
Yeah.
whatever, dog.
That seemed like
That didn't seem like a money grab. That
yeah, it
seemed
seemed like a real motivation.
yeah,
is
it
what
just
I was
seemed like
trying to
him
say,
doing what he
yeah.
wants to do, you know, and that's cool.
Yeah, because he probably. I mean,
I
he's
can
always kinda
appreciate
had
that.
the bluesy thing, so I mean, he's probably like, yeah, this is the time of my career. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, I can appreciate that.
I have-
I mean, it was either that or competition hot dog eating for him, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
He got that dog in him, dude. Is that what that means?
No, I'm
You
saying
got that dog in
because
him?
his mouth is fucking a square mile.
He is a freaky looking guy.
He's a cool dude.
He'd probably
man.
swallow you like a bird, like a seagull.
Don't let him sing around your kids. He takes a breath in, they'll come off the ground.
Yeah, dude.
Maybe it helped him project, you know?
I think
Maybe
it did.
he was genetically designed to be.
Mick Jagger does that mouth thing too, where he like shows. He's like a monkey. He shows all his teeth. He's like,
Yeah.
Maybe it helps. I don't
It
know.
remind me of just the Rolling Stones lips or whatever. I don't know. Just giant mouth.
I mean, that was his instrument, and he's showing it off.
Yeah. Good for him. I mean, so did Freddie Mercury. He had a fucking wild looking everything.
talk about someone who could eat somebody, dude. Holy
Dude.
shit.
If there was a mix between Steven Tyler's mouth and Freddie Mercury's teeth, dude, that'd be the end of humanity.
Nobody gives Freddie Mercury credit on getting jacked. I think that's a shame in this rock industry.
Yeah, he did get
By
jacked,
who?
didn't he?
When everybody else was skinny and cracked out, Freddie was fucking,
He was lifting weights.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
He-
he was.
I
I
li-
remember watching that set he did in front of like 1 billion fucking people.
Yeah.
It was in the daylight. He wasn't even like closing down the show. I was like, hey, you guys yoked out a little bit. You know?
Yeah, dude.
He's yoked. That's sick.
That's really cool. Yeah.
All right, now that we're all gay, speaking of old school bands, did you read this shit about Bon Jovi saving a man from jumping off a bridge?
Yeah, I seen something about that, dude. What happened?
No.
Did you find anything about that?
No,
I haven't
dude.
Googled it. Let me figure this out real quick. Yeah, I guess they talked some guy down.
What a guy to talk you down.
Dude, could you imagine that? We're like, get down from there. You're living on a prayer.
Well, I mean, it's better that line than you're halfway there.
Ooh.
Dude, thank fucking God.
Oh, it was a woman.
It wasn't Van Halen.
Jump.
Oh, wow.
Might as well jump.
Okay.
Go ahead and jump.
God. Dude.
Here it is. Rock legend John Bon Jovi has been praised by police for helping a woman in distress who was on the ledge of a bridge in Nashville, Tennessee on Tuesday night. The Metropolitan Nashville Police Department shared a video of the Bon Jovi frontman and his team who were at the John Siegenthaler pedestrian bridge when the woman was standing precariously over the Cumberland River. Bon Jovi, 62, and others talked to the woman and helped her come back onto the bridge.
Can I read the article from Good News Network?
Yeah, let's hear it. That was from BBC.
A young woman attempted suicide on a bridge in Nashville, was interrupted at the last minute by an unlikely hero. She was halfway there, then living on a prayer.
Stop.
Singer
No.
Bon Jovi appeared at her side and managed to talk her out of the life indecision.
They wrote that down?
Shut up.
They did say pardon the pun, but it's a suicide attempt. Come
Or are
on
they
now.
just a bunch of clowns like us over
That's
here?
funny
Can
as
we start a
fuck.
news organization, guys?
Good News Network, hit us
Can-
up, dude. I think
I
we'll
feel
work
like
well
we're
together.
qualified.
I want all the news networks to be doing that shit. Come on. That's so much better than said Vanessa Stone with blah, 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 blah. You
Yeah,
know.
that's true.
I'm Clark Lee.
Yeah, I'd
You know
much
what I
rather
mean?
you just fucking throw out a bunch of puns. That'd be so much better.
Maybe,
It's like the SNL news.
Whoa. That
Maybe-
shit's so funny.
maybe that's the way to bring people back to cable TV. John Bon Jovi.
Yeah,
and
dude.
puns.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know. I thought that was kind of interesting.
When do y'all want to hand me up here?
Yeah.
Yeah, dog.
We got Keystones.
Yeah.
Sponsored by.
What other? I got
Not
another
sponsored.
piece of news. You guys probably heard about this.
Nope, haven't heard it.
Jane's addiction got in a fight on stage.
What?
Damn it, that was on my topics.
Oh, it was in yours?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. You can carry it away, Nate.
Okay. they
That was
got-
a weak punch, by the way. It was a weak punch.
I was gonna say, dude, there's a certain point where, like, I get it if it's like a bunch of cracked out 20-year-olds that get a stage fight, but dog, you're like 50. Come on, man. How long have you been doing this that y'all got that much of an issue to show up and in the middle of something that people paid money to still come see you? You know what I mean? You're gonna have a spaz fit in the middle of a damn show, dude.
I don't know. It is kind of metal. That punch was like not metal though.
If it was metal, he just would have turned around and started fucking swinging on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He wouldn't
like-
have sat there throwing a bitch fit for 5 minutes like, Dave, Dave,
Oh my God.
play the song, Dave. And then
Turned,
fucking-
it was something about the stage monitors and his guitar was too loud, which I know guitarists are very guilty of
Y'all some loud motherfuckers.
being too loud because we want to be the center of attention because we're insecure. But I mean,
I feel like that's like the contract you sign as the lead. If you're just a vocalist, I feel like half of your job is just like shut up and just let the instrumental people do what they want to do. You know what I mean?
yeah, there's gonna be an instrumental break, and you can rip like a super high note and show your shit off normally, right?
Yeah.
I haven't listened to a bunch of Jane's Addiction, really haven't. But if Cannibal Corpse can keep it together, I feel like
Dude,
with
yeah.
that amount of aggression in the air, I think Jane's Addiction could probably keep it together too.
Oh man, look at how fucking bad Pantera was towards the end. You never saw them fucking stopping a show and fucking swinging and shit. You know,
That
what
is
I mean?
valid.
And
They
they're
were
all
pissed.
on like fucking
Yeah.
crank. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, come on,
I don't know
dude.
about all that, but they were definitely drunk.
Phil was on heroin for sure, but other than that, you know what I mean?
Allegedly. He probably said he did
He
it. I don't know.
admitted it. He admitted it.
Admitted
I
it
got bad
live.
news.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I don't even think about doing heroin. I used to do a bunch of it back in the day, and we still didn't get in fights. Yeah.
Oh my
pussy
god.
shit.
Him talking on this fight on stage. Yeah.
Yeah.
They need to get him as a UFC commentator. Just gonna break his fucking head.
Oh god, dude.
We call that move the concrete sledge.
yeah, literally. But nah, I just think that's ridiculous. As anytime I see somebody freaking out on stage, like someone, especially someone who's been around a while, I'd be pissed if I was there. You know what I mean? I'd be really fucking pissed.
Yeah, they shut it down. They shut the tour down. Shut it down.
Good.
Good.
That's how it's gonna be, dog. You know.
Yeah. I mean, that is valid. Can't
Honestly,
you just...
if you
why-
can't hold it together, then yeah, shut it the fuck down.
Why don't you just keep that anger in and shove it down throughout the whole 1 hour set and just let that
Impossible.
shit boil?
I've
Just
spent
let it boil. Get a couple whiskeys in you after the show. And
Fuck,
just
we
have
got
a
gloves here, dude.
good old fashioned scuffle, you know?
It's like, how many days have you guys worked consecutively, like fucking 8-10 hour days with someone you fucking hate in the same building as you, around you all the time?
Never.
You ever fucking just whip the shit out of that guy? No. You know what I mean? Come on. now.
that's true. Except my brother, obviously, but that's like
That's
sibling
different,
shit,
dude.
you know?
That's so different.
Yeah.
Well, if they were brothers, it'd be one thing. And then it's like Oasis. Speaking of which, they're getting back together.
Oasis is the Wonderwall,
Yeah, yeah.
the
yeah.
Wonderwall band.
Yeah.
Mm.
They're getting back together.
Yeah, after like, they broke them in like 2010.
Wow.
Same shit. Fucking just throwing a fit on stage. That's all they did, though. I mean, I like Oasis.
Did they
but
fight on stage? Did they sock each other and shit?
Probably once or twice, I'm sure. They just, all they did was fight. Like,
Who
they
had the
did-
best band fight on stage? Like, did anybody get like flat out dropped like a
I've seen
sack of bricks?
Fred Durst get drop kicked by one of the Insane Clown Posse guys.
Oh,
I don't know if that
was that
counts.
all for fun?
I feel like it was for fun because he's a wrestler, so I feel like he would know how to throw a safe drop kick.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. But nobody's gotten straight up starched on
Just
stage.
poor motherfuckers who have gotten on stage with Maynard James Keenan or Henry Rollins. That is,
Oh.
they're the only ones who have really suffered a bad fate. You know what I mean?
Who's
Yeah.
the dude that used to throw shit or whatever?
G.G. Allen, holy fuck.
I don't think anybody was fucking with that guy.
No, dude, you see some dude covered in shit and cutting himself coming at you, I'm getting out of the way, dude. I don't care who
I'm
it is.
fucking rolling, dude. That's fucking nuts, though. Oh, you remember? This is more than a couple episodes back when I talked about the deli meats having listeria.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a fucking huge thing now. Like, Boar's Head had to shut down a giant plant.
What?
They shut it down. No Sammys for nobody. This shit started
Whoa.
killing people in multiple states.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude.
I haven't had a sandwich since we
I've
talked
eaten
about
like
that.
at least 30.
Yeah. Non-stop. I go to Subway like twice a week.
I don't think they're
Well,
serving up Boar's Head at Subway, dude.
What's Boar's Head? Is that like a package type
Yeah,
deal?
it's got a little wild pig on the front of it.
Okay.
You got to get it sliced.
I'm sorry. Are you Jared from
Am I?
Subway?
No, dude.
I hope not, dude. I'm not doing a podcast with him anymore. If he is, I'm gonna
I
get the
hope
fuck
not.
out
Oh,
of here,
no.
dude.
Don't look at my ass. Oh,
Listen,
no.
you're the ass tickler, not me. All I'm saying is we were right. That's what I'm saying is we were right.
We called it. You
Yeah.
should listen to guitar practice, and you wouldn't
Heard it
have
here
gotten
first,
listeria.
folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you would have fucking listened,
You said it, and you still ate sandwiches, you dumbass.
I didn't eat boar's head.
Oh.
I'm cheap. I'm like the, was it the?
That red, whatever that red thing is.
I'm like a Hillshire Farms.
Yeah,
kind of
there
guy.
you go. There you go. Oscar
I'm like
Mayer.
a great value.
Sometimes you know,
Best choice.
the
Best
blue
choice,
bag
yeah.
of fucking sliced deli meat that
Oh,
literally
those are the
could be
worst.
Yeah, I have some of those in my fridge right now.
The ones that come in the sack or the fucking bottom of the bucket hogs and shit.
There's nothing that can live in there.
That's true. I
Yeah.
don't even think a germ can live on
That
those.
shit's probably radioactive, dude. It never goes bad, dude.
You know what's never gotten people sick? Fucking pastrami, bologna, any of the super processed nitrate stuff that they tell you to stay away from.
Yeah.
Bulletproof. Listeria can't survive in that.
No.
It's too much salt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just
I
too
think we
much.
should all just go on a straight prosciutto diet.
I'm okay with that. I fucking love prosciutto.
I do too.
I've never had prosciutto.
I know who hates
What?
it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's why I bring it up.
Yeah. She threw it up.
Dude.
Yeah, she hates
That
it.
bad?
Yeah, she hates
I
it.
thought it would just taste. Isn't it just
Every
like
time I
bacon?
see her, I say that.
Not
Hey,
quite.
You want
Not
some
like
prosciutto?
bacon.
I like hogs.
Anyway.
I like pigs, so I'm cool.
Yeah, I like him. Oh, man. I had a wild theory the other day when I was just hanging out, you
Okay.
know, in my room,
Yeah.
just thinking of dumb shit, playing video games.
What were you wearing?
Stop, you creepy butt tickler. So, hippies started back in like Vietnam, right?
Yeah.
And they were
Around
all
there.
like against the war, which honestly probably shouldn't have been doing that anyway.
That's a good war to be against.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, but they had a style, right? They had a style. They didn't take a lot of baths. They lived outside or in Volkswagens, you know, peace signs, all that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a theory, and I'm not saying it's true, but if you've noticed, there are earthly people on the internet nowadays still, and they still have like the canvas bags and the flowy outfits and stuff, and they don't shave. The women especially.
Yeah.
The men have giant
Yeah.
beards and like dreads, and the women don't shave.
You talking
their
about the
armpits
butthole sunners?
or the legs? I'm not talking about those guys, but
Okay.
that's kind of like a subsect of this
Yeah.
hippie class.
I feel like
Yeah.
that can infiltrate multiple people. I
the
feel like
butthole sunners.
I feel like we're a day away from seeing David Goggins being out there like,
No way.
I get 10 hours of sun on my ass, staying on the grind.
I could see him just running naked, just because it's
Yeah.
more brutal. I could see him doing that.
Through the bushes.
No, he said one of those. He said that he was like, he said some dumb shit about. He said the running barefoot was dumb, and he was like, no. Why? Wear shoes. That's all he said about that. He wasn't entertaining any kind of debate about
It'll
that.
make the bottom of your feet gnarly.
Yeah. But so this is a theory.
Okay.
So how do you have a normal person that grows up and then turns into a hippie, especially females? I think when they stop shaving their armpits, if the armpit hair gets too long, they eventually start to morph into a hippie. Kind of like if you let a wild, like if you have a pig, a regular pig, yeah, you over there with the hair, you could be turning into one of them. We're gonna have to monitor you now. But if you let a farm pig out of the pen, right? Their hair grows long. They turn into a wild boar. They start tearing shit up. They start protesting. Maybe not, but they protest farmers' crops. I think there might be a scientific connection
Oh my God.
between women who don't shave their armpits turning into hippies. Tell me I'm wrong, and I want
Heavy's
proof.
fucking on it, dude.
I want proof.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Okay, get closer to your mic and ask.
Do you think, in a personal,
Sorry, what?
do you do you
Sorry.
think personally in your life when your dick afro starts getting kind of wild and you start looking like fucking Bob Ross down there?
What?
do you find yourself getting personally a little more feral in your environment? You know, you're a little like,
Speak freely, son.
This is a safe place that's going immediately to the internet. Say whatever you need to say.
I'm just saying, now that you mention it, I think that whenever I stop taking care of, you know, I'll start letting all my hair get long, you know, I start growing like a nasty beard and shit, you know,
Yeah.
especially the dick fro. The dick fro especially, maybe I start letting some other things slip.
Yeah.
And it's a spillover thing. Just personally, I don't care if you're a hippie. The problem is with the hippie people, they stank. I can't do the stank. You can do whatever you want, have the pit hair, but you gotta fucking know you got pit hair now. You know what I mean? It's the lack of responsibility.
You gotta sleep at night with pit hair.
It's like they want to do that. Like a good buddy of mine, you know, like he's got a good method. You know what I mean? He's done the research. He's like, all right, I'm gonna replace my deodorant. He's got, you know, a natural replacement for everything. You know what I mean? A lot of these hippie people, there is no replacement. We're raw
What do you
dogging
mean?
this.
What did he replace his deodorant with?
Oh, you can
Just
wash.
like a higher quality, like aluminum free, probably or something. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
like
it's just like Tom's of Maine.
yeah, and instead of using like I mean, if he'll get like filthy, I'm sure he'll fucking like dump some fucking like dish soap on him and, you know, scrub it off. But like he'll like most of the week he'll like wash himself with like some kind of salt, just like salt shit.
Salt?
Does he smell fine? Do you sniff him a lot?
No, I mean, not in any situation you shouldn't be smelly. I'll give him that.
Oh, okay.
Because I can get kind of stank myself sometimes.
Okay.
So I
Yeah,
do.
when you're working outside and stuff, that's
Yeah.
fine. But it's
Yeah.
like there's a difference.
It's like if
between-
you get off work, I ain't gonna judge you. But if I see you on a Saturday and you still stinking,
Yeah.
we got problems. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the issue with the hippie people. The unhygienicness is not gonna fly.
Yo, I mean, they don't even work to begin with, so.
Maybe.
That's a good point.
maybe it's just a combination of all of it that will turn a normal human feral into a feral hippie.
The hippie movement's interesting because most of those people in those bands that like inspired that have like weird like CIA or like government connections. Like Jim Morrison's dad was like a high-ranking member of like the Navy or something. Like he was really high up in the
I think
Navy.
I got this idea from like the slang that was used back when I was a kid. Like, cut your hair, you look like a hippie. Like that was like
Maybe.
that was
Yeah.
like that was a thing when I grew up.
I've heard that a lot.
Like, you look like a hippie, cut your hair. And I don't even know what a hippie was. Nobody knew. I mean, at least when you're a kid, you're like, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, but I guess I'll cut my hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I never understood it until later in life. Maybe it's just a composite of all these things that, you know,
Would you say that to Zach Wilde?
turn a pig to a boar.
I feel like he smells good.
Yeah.
Feels like he smells good.
I think he's fine. I think he's probably
You should,
fine.
you should go smell him.
Zach Wild, please let me smell you. Listen, you can only gain as long as you don't stink. You can only gain from this.
Jesus Christ, dude.
We're trying to prove your innocence.
Yeah.
He looks like a man who smells like fucking cedar chips or something, you know?
Yeah.
Sawdust kind of guy. He's making guitars. He's playing guitars.
I think he looks like the kind of guy that Traeger used to make their pellets.
Yeah.
My name's Zach Wild. This is a Traeger grill, and you should fuck with it right now because it's badass.
Oh, my God. Not
You know,
sponsored.
what's odd though is that like that whole era like came and went, and it's like a major cultural movement, but nothing from it really, at least not that I've noticed. You know, nothing really in it culturally kind of hard stuck or moved
From the
anything.
hippies?
Yeah, I wouldn't say so. I mean, like,
What about the Grateful Dead?
What about the war on drugs?
Ooh, yeah. That was kind of like
That's like the point of the
against
hippies.
them.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the war on drugs thing kind of feeds into the whole psyopy thing because it's like you create. Ideally, I mean, the way I look at it is like if you look at it from like the whole like war on drugs like overview thing, then you have all these people who are influenced by these artists that have really sketchy backgrounds. Not like sketchy like they're weirdos, but sketchy like they're connected to people that where it's like it doesn't make sense that they're like this anti-establishment artist, if that makes any sense.
Yeah,
You know
like
what I
why
mean?
were you hanging out with the
Okay.
guys who probably
So-
shot JFK?
So regardless, though,
So it's just odd that none of that really like kept. I mean,
even if you're talking about like the PSYOP, like the CIA fucking using whatever MDMA.
You talking about MK Ultra where they
I
fucking?
wasn't
Yeah,
talking
whatever the
about
fuck, any
I
of that
wasn't
shit.
talking
You're just talking about
him.
the CIA in general. How
Yeah.
some of these people had like interesting connections.
So
Yeah.
regardless, all right. So regardless, the hippie movement definitely opened up what we have now of the actual research of any of these
Psychedelic research, yeah. I mean,
psychedelics or the
started that.
freedom of the weed and what that can do for like health and stuff like that.
it gets you high, dude.
I mean, I agree with that, but also like I feel like a lot of but it didn't happen. I mean, the next 20 years following that, it was still like, oh, they catch a dime bag on you, you're going to prison. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if anything like that, it's just weird to look at because like they did all this shit. You had a whole generation of youth that on the surface is
generation.
like. You saying the mic?
No, so my generation.
Oh.
New generation.
It's fucking Limp Bizkit. Damn it. But no, it's weird that you had like supposedly this whole generation of a youth that was committed to this idea, and
Yeah.
their entire lives nothing came of it. All the artists they liked, you know what I mean? Like one or two of them actually made it out decently, you know?
That is valid.
And I mean,
Yeah.
like, were any of those artists really hippie artists, or were they guys who were just really good and were chill and like, you know, were cool with the culture?
yeah,
that
did
they
the hippies like the art? Like, did the hippies just like the artist, and the artist was like,
Just doing their thing.
My name's Jimi Hendrix, and I'll play for a big crowd.
yeah.
You know, that is a valid question.
Yeah, I like George too. Fuck yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. No, that's a valid question.
I don't
What
know.
became of the hippies, and what came of the hippie movement?
yeah. Does
Maybe
it mean-
acceptance. They were accepting
So many custom Volkswagens.
that Volkswagens.
They dove into that, dude.
Where were they buying these German buses from?
I don't
though?
know.
I want to know how they're getting the money for German minivans.
You know, that's a good point.
Maybe they were
I think
cheaper
their
back
parents.
then.
I think it might be some kids. You know what I mean? Like you grow up and like everything's cool, and then like you see everyone like rebelling, and you're like, I'm gonna buy a German minivan and fuck out of here. You know?
Yeah,
what I
maybe
mean?
that was a thing because of World War II, and they're like, "Fuck
It's
Germany."
like my parents suck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're crazy.
God, we need to go find some old head and
We
talk
do.
to
We need
them.
some deadheads in
Yeah,
here.
we need to interview a deadhead and be like, "Tell us what is this shit?"
I need
'Cause
a-
I never got it.
I need
like,
a breakdown. I need
yeah.
someone to like give me like, when I was a kid, when I was a late teenager, this is how it started. These were the bands. You know what I mean? And because like you can ask a guy in New York and he didn't even fucking. You know what I mean? Like it's completely different depending on
Yeah.
where you were. You know what I mean?
I mean, I knew some people that were fans of like the Grateful Dead and like Fish and shit, and all the. That's the only two I can really name, honestly. But I never. Yeah, I'm with you. What is it about? What happened? How did this start? And like, what was the point?
Why did it just stop? at
How
the-
many of them were there? Are we talking about like 0.1% of America, or was it as big as they make it out to be in the history books? Because when you open up
Like 78%.
It looks like everyone who was between like the ages of like 15 and 28 was a hippie.
Yeah, like
And you
literally
know what I mean?
everybody, and then the
Yeah.
cops were
Unless
always
you were a nom.
like you
know?
crack a history book open, and it's just pictures of hippies getting beaten by cops with riot shields, and they make it out to be like a massive thing. Like, how big of a thing was it?
Where was it? Really?
California.
Well, I mean, the
that
pictures
it?
where the cops are beating them up were like right in front of the fucking D.C. Like the monuments and
Is it
shit.
just the coast?
I
that it?
guess. I don't know if
Think
there's
about
many hippies
Central.
in Oklahoma.
Think about the central states. Any of them.
I don't think Texas really fucked around.
No. No.
You know,
They
I
were
don't
just
think Texas
fucking
would-
herding cattle. They didn't give a fuck
Yeah,
about
they're
what was
like,
happening.
listen, we got work to do. Put some real clothes on. That horse is gonna rip that stupid hair off your fucking head.
Hey, if you're out there listening and you just happen to be, or you happen to know somebody who was involved anywhere near this movement, send us some info on Facebook.
Yeah, tell us about the hippies.
Please.
Seriously,
Just-
I want to know some stuff.
It's almost like we're talking about the Illuminati. Like, we
Well,
have
I just
no idea what it
Tell
is.
Well,
us.
that's how
Tell
it
us
is because
now.
you either hear this thing that's like they're benign, or it's like they're shit. You know what I mean?
Or it's a
like,
guy who's in it is like, if you know, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
But I don't.
Yeah, because it's like I look it up on the internet. I see all this weird like conspiracy shit, and then it's like okay, but that's that's only one part of it. Why we're like normal people just like saying I'm not gonna get a job or go to college. Fuck that, I'm leaving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna see Jimi Hendrix. Screw this shit.
I don't know. Counterculture. It's very interesting.
Strange.
Because I've heard it's like nepo babies,
What is that?
anti-war music. I've heard the whole fucking spectrum. Drugs, but
Yeah, I heard a lot about like acid, mushrooms, and weed.
Yeah.
I heard about that. But
clear timeline would be very cool.
yeah, I'm interested. If anybody knows, hit us up. That being said, how long have we gone?
Hour and a half.
Yeah.
I think we're good to go.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hit us up on the Facebook. Shout out to Corrosion for the artwork. We love it. We always love it. Shout out to DC Wilson Designs for helping us make our logo. What else, Nate?
Check us out on Twitter, Facebook, pretty much any platform of the podcast. Please hit us up on Apple Podcast if you have one. That's all you use. Maybe don't watch us on YouTube this week.
I don't know.
We're just trying to figure out if that algorithm's screwing us or if we're actually not getting any views.
I don't care. I can't say I care. I love Apple products. Don't get me wrong, but also Spotify's cool. I don't give a shit. Listen to us if you want to. Hit us up if you want to. If you know something about hippies, send us a fucking message because we don't get it. Shout out to all the bands that played this weekend, and we're excited to see some more shows locally. Go to a local show, support your local music. I think that wraps it up, boys.
Absolutely.